Hello everyone and welcome to an overview of a map in Company of Heroes 2. The name of the map is called Bloodburst Chapter 1Township and the creator is Opulent Omega. The recommended settings for playing this map is fixed positions, no mod, standard resources, and victory points set at 1000 points. Another important factor for this map is that the population cap has been set to 200 instead of 100. So there's a backstory to this map, so let's explain it. The backstory is that the High Command lost communications with the garrison and commander in the town, and you're dispatched to check out what happened. Communications was probably lost due to heavy floods and heavy rain. Other than that, the objective is a bit different, as we can see here. So player 1 starts at the outskirts of town. As we can see here, he has 3 conscript squads, a squad of shock troops and a squad of guards. He also has a M3 half-track and Su-76M. His duty would be to punch through the enemy lines and go to the first German base and take it out. He has the heavy duty because, as we can see here, there are some heavy floods which don't provide much cover. There are some heavy machine gun bunkers right here. He'll need to destroy them. And here's the German base. He needs to destroy it, and after that set up some machine guns and anti-tank guns to cover the approaching area from which reinforcements would come and rebuild the base. Player 2 has a lot easier thing to do. He basically needs to hold ground. He's attacked from 1, 2, 3 directions, as we can see, but the bridge can be destroyed, so you can limit it to 2. He has a lot easier job because he only needs to keep them at bay, which isn't too hard. I played player 2. The heavy duty will be done by player 1, because if he doesn't manage to punch through the enemy lines fast and hard enough, player 2 won't be able to hold off, because the Germans will then get better armor and utterly destroy them. If they destroy player 2, then they can focus on player 1, and that's not good. So player 2 can assist player 1 by building mortars, artillery, and trying to destroy the first base. As we can see here, there's a victory point in the middle, but that's the only point that you can actually capture. The other 2 points are nearby at the second German base, essentially deep in enemy territory. The victory points serve as a timer, not as an objective that you can accomplish. You need to destroy the first German base and you need to destroy the second German base in order to be victorious, because capturing the victory points and then waiting them to reach 0 is not the objective. They serve only as a timer. So let's have a look here back at player 1 and at the overview from the map. So as we can see here, there are some heavy floods. We're now looking at the terrain. Thus the assault will be problematic because it doesn't provide any cover. Luckily the Su-76 has protection against small arms, so that's good. So after he manages to punch forward, we will see that there are some buildings nearby and a fuel point, which is advised to be captured so you can field better vehicles, better tanks. So as we can see here, there's not so muddy, it's now dry terrain. There are some buildings that you can use for protection, and the same applies here. You can put mortars behind these buildings, you can use machine guns and anti-tank guns to narrow them down, to suppress them and to surprise them if they try to counterattack. And after that, you destroy the bunkers here with mortars, you send in AT guns and tanks and then destroy the buildings here. You need to destroy this base. I'll accentuate that. You need to destroy that base, because if you don't destroy it, you can move forward. Player 2 can assist with mortars and maybe a Katyusha or 2. I know I have when I played. Moving on, we have some mud here, light cover perhaps, but it will hamper your movement. Some vehicles provide you with some heavy cover. And as we can see here, there's a Su-76 that is abandoned. There are some starting units here at the beginning of the match, so you can actually capture that unit. Moving forward, you have bunkers that you'll need to destroy. There are also some buildings that can provide cover, but not much cover on the terrain itself, except this farming tool right here, but nothing else besides that. Beyond that, moving forward, you will have some points that you can capture, but it's more important that you move forward to the enemy base, which is heavily guarded with bunkers. As you can see here, they have been put in such way that there's basically no flanking maneuvers to be executed, no sideways. Basically, you'll need to throw smoke and then advance forward, perhaps throw a satchel charge in the bunkers to destroy them. That's always a pleasant sight to hear. Player 2 can advance through the bridge that he destroyed. He can repair it and then he can move forward, but and he can attack the enemy base directly. But the problem is this area is also defended really well. You have some mines, you have a bunker right here, you have 2 bunkers at the ridge here, so you will need to take that into consideration, and of course more bunkers that cover the whole area and don't give you any place to maneuver. So again, smoke will be of the essence in such situations. After that, you can punch to the last enemy base and destroy them. There are some nearby buildings here that you can use for cover. And what I can say about the map? Well, I find the map interesting because it's not like you have 2 starting positions at one side of the map and then the other 2 positions at the other. No. It's basically like you start here, your friend is here, and the Germans are squishing him in a sandwich. Go help him. So cooperation is necessary. You need to communicate with your partner in order to achieve victory, and that's the essence of the map. There are 2 ways of advancing forward, and that's good, and cooperation and smart tactical decisions are appreciated, they are rewarded. The AI for this map has also been coded in such way that it plays better than your average player. For example, the AI managed to put a tank in my base and go around an AT gun and basically eliminate it, which is not something that I usually see when I play against the AI in normal maps. So you have a challenge, you have an interesting map with interesting conditions, cooperation is necessary, and I can really recommend this map if you want something like, I don't know, theater of war with an interesting challenge. I don't know what else to say about this map. I enjoyed it, I can recommend it to you. I think I explained how it looks, how it plays, what's the purpose. Anything else would be, well. This has been Seth Kiparis. I hope you enjoyed my overview of the map. Stay tuned for next time.